Ahava blessings. Welcome to this episode of Hold the Shekinah. This podcast is here to support us in remembering, awakening, integrating, embodying our infinite soul essence, our infinite light. I am your host. My name is Arya. I am an ordained Magdalene priestess, Reiki master, energy and sound healer, and I am your guide on this journey. Welcome in. Today's episode is about the divine feminine, and it is something that has been wanting to be channeled through me. It seems like now, as we are going into the portal of spring, the spring equinox, there is a lot of energy that has been coming into the planet. The Schumann resonance, which is the Earth's heartbeat, is shifting. It's raising. We've been bombarded by solar flares. We had the full moon. There's been a ton of planetary conjunctions. So there's been a lot of energy going on. And there's a lot of that frequency that is the divine feminine, that is also called the Shekinah, the Holy Spirit. It is that feminine essence, the feminine face of God, Goddess. And there is a lot of energy of coming back into union and coming into integration. So I'm going to drop in and I'm going to allow the Shekinah, the divine feminine, to speak and to bring through what is needed, what is most beneficial, what would serve us the most on this journey. So, dearest ones, know that you are loved. You are love. You are infinite, a holy expression of the divine essence that permeates all life. All beings, all life are mirrors, are aspects of one another, integrating, co-creating, commingling energies in order to enhance and affect creation. Now is the time for oneness, to cultivate deep wisdom, deep discernment. Sophia, wisdom, discernment. Attuning oneself to the higher frequencies, aligning, choosing our vibration consciously in every moment, letting go, shedding the layers, the belief systems that have kept us small, contained, confined, enslaved. Liberating ourselves from anything and everything that seeks to divide, whether it is a separation within or a separation without. It is separation that is what was termed by Yeshua a sin. When we divide ourselves, when we divide amongst ourselves, we sow the seeds of our own destruction, of discord, of disunity, of disloyalty, of chaos. The frequency of the feminine is one of union. It is one of creation. It is one of transformation. It is one of alchemy. It is one of embodiment. It is one of fusing all aspects of oneself into an infinite whole that is in oneness and alignment with all that is with the divine Mother, Father, God, Goddess, Allah. We are all one. None is greater than another. None is better than another. Judgment, guilt, shame, blame, fear keep us in separation. Anything that prevents us from seeing our infinite selves, from embodying and actualizing this infinite self in the human vessel, is what needs to be guarded against. Come back into union, come back into harmony, come back into alignment, come back into the infinite awareness that you are all things and all things are you. You are infinite God, Goddess. And with that comes responsibility. The responsibility to develop and cultivate our self-awareness, to develop our kindness, our compassion, our forgiveness, to embody the frequency of love. When we embody this unity, this frequency of love, we open ourselves to receive the blessings of the divine. We trust and have faith that all that is working towards us, towards our embodiment, towards our expansion, towards our growth, the growth and evolution of your soul. This is the mission that you came down here to remember. You are here to be. It is not your job, it is not your race, religion, ethnicity, sex, gender. It is none of those external things. You came here to be, to express the soul, the unique soul essence that is you. The unique aspect of Allah that chose to incarnate in your sacred physical vessel and express creation through your thoughts, your words, and your actions. There is no need to be afraid. There is no need to be in guilt or shame. There are no mistakes. There is only lessons and growth and experiences. Your soul knows this to be true. Come home to your heart and allow your soul to sing, to speak, to dance, to express through you, to incarnate fully, and to bring down the Malkutah, the divine earth, here, now. The mission in its expression will change. Do not fear that change. Do not resist, for in resistance we keep ourselves stuck in the same loops, in the same patterns, in the same karmas, in the same limiting beliefs and the structures that have kept us small and contained and confined and in forgetfulness. Remember, awaken, integrate, embody. The body is incredibly intelligent. It knows. It holds the keys and the wisdom codes that are needed during this key step in humanity's evolution. It is by connecting with the earth, with the divine, with the cycles of the cosmos, that we come into rhythm. We come into knowing the sacred rhythm of our soul. When we know our rhythm, we can come into alignment and into harmony with the rhythm of others. There is no right or wrong. Duality is simply a construct of this earth. of this three-dimensional world. As we are ascending, we are letting go of the illusion of duality. We can experience it. We know it's there. But we also know the deeper truth is that there is no duality. There is only oneness. That is the truth and the sole essence of what the feminine is here to bring down. We are here to anchor the frequency of divine union. But it all starts within. It all starts with the inner work. Dissolving the separations within the heart, within the body, within the psyche. And from that dissolution, coming into union within family, within neighborhoods, within community. And that is the light we are here to shine. The beacon we are here to light within one another. In that effortless embrace of brother and sisterhood, of family, dissolving the disharmony, dissolving the chaos, the bitterness, the pain. Embody love, radiate love. Come to stillness and peace within yourself. Cultivate this wisdom, this peace within. Embody it, live it, share it, express it through the voice, through the written word, through our interactions, through your essence. Allow your energy of love to permeate the veil of separation, coming into union with the hearts of all around you, with the earth, with the cosmos. Come home to your heart, come home to your truth, come home to the infinite self, to the wisdom that is within, encoded in the frequency of the feminine, of creation, of flow, of embodiment, of ease. Ease does not mean there is no hardship. To live a human existence is to encounter challenges and joys as well. It is to have lessons. It is to expand. It is only the human mind and the ego that seeks to make something that is natural, that your soul came here to live, a negative. Your soul knows only truth, expansion, love. Your soul came here for that journey, for that experience. To forget, to awaken, to remember, to integrate, to embody in an effortless spiral. This is the human experience. You have all the support you need. You have all of the protection. You have all of the love. It is all within you. Remember, have faith, align, choose your frequency. Cultivate your wisdom, cultivate your discernment. Embody your infinite self. So as I was channeling that, I was seeing visions and I was making light language with my hands. And that my entire crown chakra and down my spinal column, my energetic column, is tingling and buzzing. Wow. It is a very powerful thing to be able to deliver a channeling. And I'm going to drink a little bit of water. Tea, actually. That is the divine feminine. Woo! The divine feminine expresses through us. The divine feminine is beauty, it is joy, it is expansion, it is growth, it is creation. The divine feminine is that frequency of life. So what do we do? How do we embody these teachings? How do we live our existence from that space of trust, of faith, of openness, and of constant aligning and realigning with our infinite selves, with our soul? The ancients had many practices, mantras, mudras, movement meditation. They drummed, they chanted, they sang, they recited mantras, they engaged in sound healing practices. They connected with the earth, they fasted, they ate nourishing foods. Everything, they prayed. All of that I mentioned was their prayer. Prayer is powerful. And prayer can be the act of creating a work of art. I know some friends that are painters and they channel their work. They know that they're channeling. And when they're in that artistic creative process, there's no mind, there's no ego. It's a form of meditation, their artistic process. And that makes for very powerful creations. It's the same with us. When we align with our heart, when we choose to become aware of our frequency, of the frequency we wish to embody and to hold, we wind up going through this process of constant realigning and of allowing. And you allow yourself to change, to transform, to shift in whatever way your body, your soul tells you to change, to expand. One day you may want to drum, and that may be your prayer. Another day it may be chanting mantras. Another day it may be tending to your family, creating a beautiful meal for your beloved. All of, even the act of cooking a meal can be a prayer. How beautiful is that? Walking, going for a walk in nature can be a prayer. Everything we do can be a prayer if we choose to allow ourselves the freedom to live our lives as a consecrated existence, one that is holy and sacred. Why is it holy and sacred? Because you are holy and sacred. You are holy and sacred because you are one with the divine. You are infinite oneness, infinite soul, infinite consciousness, God, Goddess, Allah. how could you not be sacred? How could you not be worthy? How could you not be deserving of your heart's desires? The act of creating a book can be a prayer. How are you bringing this embodiment into your life? And it doesn't have to be in a big way. It can be something small. It can be something as simple as, I'm going to go for a walk with nature and connect with the trees and feel the divine through the earth, through the plants, through the wind, through the sun. I am going to pray. This is going to be my prayer, this walk in nature. It can be, I'm going to make this meal for my kids, for my family, for my beloved. And that can be your prayer. It can be you actually want to pray and you want to recite a mantra or a prayer. It can be your practice, your physical practice. Maybe you like yoga or you like weight training. All of these can be your prayer. Pick what resonates with your heart. It can be gardening. If you do it consciously, aligning it with the intention, the sacred intention, then it's a prayer. The other thing you can do is you can recite mantras in Aramaic or in Sanskrit, in a language, an ancient language would be beautiful. Particularly ancient languages that are known for not containing duality. Almost every language that we speak on earth has masculine, feminine, and then in between, or just masculine and feminine. Languages like Aramaic don't have masculine and feminine. It's all one. Which is why it's a very powerful thing to chant in Aramaic. Okay. And I'm being called to do this, so we're going to do it. Okay. I'm going to share the Lord's Aramaic prayer. This is the prayer that Yeshua was given in Aramaic. And you will find, if you come from a Catholic Christian background, the meaning of the words are different. It's not the translation that you know, whether it's in Spanish, English, French, doesn't matter. In Aramaic, it means something completely different. It means something far more ancient and infinite and expansive. And since I'm being called to share this, we're going to share this. So the Lord's Prayer is called the Abwoon D'Bshmaya. And the prayer is Abwoon D'Bshmaya, Negtadash Shishmaya, Tite Malkutah, Neue Sevianak, Aykana Devashmaia, Aghbahara, Ablang Lachma, Desunkana, Niaumana, Bashculana Jauvai, Aykana dafegnan, eshvagna lehavian, ulatalan lemesiuna, elatashan membish. I know that if you guys follow me on YouTube or on Instagram, I have shared the sung version of this. And it's quite beautiful when you sing it. But let's say it together, if you care to join me. Abwoon D'Bshmaya, Negtadash Shishmaya, Tite Malkutah, Neue Sevianak, Aykana Devashmaia, Aghbahara, Ablang Lachma, Desunkana, Niaumana, Bashculana Jauvai, Aykana dafegnan, eshvagna lehavian, ulatalan lemesiuna, elatashan membish. one more time. Abwoon D'Bshmaya, Negtadash Shishmaya, Tite Malkutah, Neue Sevianak, Aykana Devashmaia, Aghbahara, Ablang Lachma, Desunkana, Niaumana, Bashculana Jauvai, Aykana dafegnan, eshvagna lehavian, ulatalan lemesiuna, elatashan membish. I learned this prayer a few years ago when I began my my priestess training, and it's been, goodness, I think it's been four years now. It's been a while. And I wasn't raised, if you caught one of my other episodes, you know that I was raised Buddhist. I wasn't raised Catholic or Christian, even though my family is of Catholic. They were Catholic. And then before that, they were Sephardic Jews. So that is the lineage, but my family converted. And I was raised Buddhist, so I didn't know anything about this prayer, not either in Aramaic or in any other language. I had heard it in English and in Spanish, and it never resonated with me. I always felt it deeply patriarchal. I couldn't fathom how the creator being could be a man. Physical men don't give birth. I was convinced it had to be a woman. And then through my work as delving into these scriptures, delving into this prayer, delving into my priestess initiations, I came to understand that God isn't God, God isn't goddess. God is God, goddess. God is Allah, sacred unity. God is both masculine and feminine, because there is no separation. And maybe that might be blowing your mind, but think about it. Woman can birth male or female. That's deep. So it truly makes sense that creator, creatrix, source consciousness, the infinite consciousness that is all life, that constantly creates and recreates and transforms and transmutes, holds both frequencies, and probably frequencies that we don't even know because we live in a world of duality. So there are probably more frequencies in this source consciousness than just masculine and feminine. So that is the Abwoon D'Bshmaya. I will write out the wording. I don't really want anyone to get bogged down on the translation, even though I will share it. It's a beautiful translation, but I really feel it's important to first embody and feel into the frequency of the prayer before we start getting into the mind, because the mind is finite. Remember, your mind is a computer. It only has the programs that you put into it. So your family, your society, your religion, your upbringing, your schooling, social media, whatever. All of those are programs that go into the hard drive that is your mind. So you really cannot create anything new or receive anything new without understanding the frequency first. and dismantling perhaps some of the paradigms and some of the structures that you built in your head. So the mind is good for keeping us safe, for keeping us contained, and in reliving the same cycles. If you wish to transform and to experience something different, then we need to start with the heart. We need to start with the soul, which is the heart center, is in the heart center. Your heart center is the quickest way to align to your soul. So I would invite you to feel into the energy with your heart first. Get to know what that frequency of this prayer in Aramaic, what it does to your cells, what it feels like in your body. Do you feel expansive? Do you feel joy? Do you feel peace? Do you feel a remembrance? And take it from there. Don't get caught up on the meaning, because the meaning is something that only your heart can tell you what it is. Only your soul can allow you to grasp the true meaning of your existence, let alone a prayer. It is your heart and your soul that bring you into that frequency of the expansive feminine, that allow you to grasp the wisdom of your soul, the wisdom of the cosmos, of the wisdom of the divine, and embody it. So that is our episode today. Aligning with the feminine, bringing the frequency of this beautiful prayer, understanding that everything can be prayer, and just coming back to a remembrance, coming back to the heart. Do tune in to the sound activation. That is the companion episode following this episode. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that you enjoyed the channeling. Let me know how you received this, where you felt this, particularly the Aramaic prayer, but also where you felt the channeling. It is wonderful to be here in service as a sacred vessel for sacred wisdom to flow through. I am always honored to be in this position, and I am deeply grateful. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, comment, share, like it, subscribe. It helps reach more people, and I am getting happier and happier seeing all of those beautiful circles light up of different places that are listening to this activation, be it the wisdom codes that I share in the first episode or the sound activation. And it is my intent that this serves all of those who are seeking. Have a blessed rest of your day. Ahava.